Alright, we're back with another puzzle game. The exciting Gorogoa. It's a quick little, beautifully drawn puzzle game. Indie. Very nice, very well done. Played it for the first time not too long ago and really enjoyed it, so I want to share it with you guys today. So without further ado, Gorogoa. Brought to you by Buried Signal. Now, if my pronunciation of your name is incorrect, I apologize. Feel free to correct me. So that is I assume, the Gorogoa. Let's just go with Gorogoa for the time being. He's wondering what the hell it is, as are we all. Is it a fish? Maybe not. Coral? Probably not. It's definitely not plumbing. Oh, we're onto something here. And my cursor goes from a pointer to a hand. So let's see where that brings us. And another one happens here. All right, so it's about this bowl. These two guys, young and old person, enough. And now it's saying back. Okay, so now he's thinking about it. So that's how the game's gonna go. It's like you go into something, you put different pictures together, and then you get new scenes and actions that happen throughout, which is explained in the bottom right hand corner what you gotta do. So you can move this. Yeah, so there we go. So I'm moving the frame of the window, and now we're in the scene that the window is framing. So we step through the window to get to the next scene, which is great. It's a great idea behind a puzzle, and it can be very rich and have a lot of complex structures depending on how far they want to take it or how far they did take it. All right, so we got boy thinking about getting all the fruit, and he's looking for a bowl to put them in, which he seemed to have found, which is great. And now I can move this door frame thing, and we're in another scene altogether, which I don't know where it is. Some dude that got hit on the head may not be able to walk right now, but we got a bird. That's what it is. And that's it right now. Okay, so I see. Okay, so now we got this frame door right here. And we have this opening here. So if I put this on top of there, all of a sudden that guy goes onto the roof instead of being in the home or the residence or whatever. All right, so now he's on the roof, which is great, which is a step forward. And I can actually move this back off there. Whether or not I need to, I don't know yet, but okay. And that triggered the next thing. So we're looking for the red squirrel / fruit and how to get it. So I can actually zoom in on this. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there we go. So tree branch, and they actually line up, which is great. So these two line up, and they all of a sudden the border goes away. So right now there's a border, and these two line up, the border goes away, meaning that they're connected. And then what's next is you look at, down here in the thing, can this catch that? These guys line up with these guys, which they do. The bird moves, and we got our first fruit, which is the red fruit. This guy is probably pretty ecstatic, as are we all, I'm sure. And the music kind of reinforced the idea that we're doing pretty good so far. Okay, so chapter 2, we're looking for the green fruit. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's pull back on both these guys. All right, so we got this guy thinking about going up the stairs, which is seeing the distance here. Now, actually, I can click it. All right, so we got a stair. We got two frame, which actually lines up really well with this. Let me pull this on top of it, and as suspected, he goes into this scene now, which you can go up the stairs, which is a nice little touch. Yeah, and on his way. But the question is, on his way to where, right? Let's see. We can go into this scene. We already did this picture, right? So let's see what's right here. So this is the green that we're after right now in chapter 2. So we got this guy praying by this wall, which then becomes a door and opens up. And then in there, that's how he finds, looks like the eye of the Gorogoa or the green fruit. But I can't click on any of these. Let's just pull back for a second and see what's on here. Oh, this is the red fruit, which we already solved. And then we have, the cabinet and this light, which I can move, and you can see it has a shadow all of a sudden when I click on it. I'm going to unclick, and now it doesn't. So that means you're going to be able to put it on top of something. But the question is, how are we going to be able to use that? Okay, when I click this actually just highlights, which is going to help in this frame this guy nicely and put him on this side of the roof. Perfect. So we're on our way. And there's that green door that we just saw in this scene. So let me just actually go back, because I might need to follow that as a map. All right. And now we have him on the roof. Let's see. Pulling this off there gets me new action plus another scene to work with. So he's saying the door's over that way. But this is, this is what we've seen here. Right? And apparently there's no door, so you get through this brick wall. A great question. Yeah, let's click here. Okay, so we got this door, which is right there, which is framed by this like stoppage sign. Sorry, this sign. So now we have this, which is great because we're gonna need it. Question is how? Oh, we just put it on top of there, and apparently we're in. We're through the brick wall, and let's click it. And now we're in the garden with the fruit, the green fruit. Hopefully, right now it's a piece of stone, but let's see if we can make it turn green, like we're seeing in the picture right there. Yeah, so he's putting the bullet in there, so we know that this is what we're after right here. Let's okay, and we can move this, and now we're in a new scene here, which makes this instead of being gray, now it's white. So it's almost like whatever we do over here, we can almost make it green. And this is like a war-torn area. And he's reading about Gorogoa. There's a fire back here, so let's see. Oh, and we got some green area that we can probably click on, and yeah, this is click on again. We're somewhere else now. Okay, great. Okay, so another thing, if you move this around, you can see different areas of the scene. It's static unless you move it around, and that right there, it looks like it's going to be super useful for the green fruit. / the eye of the Gorogoa, which just moved up, which lines perfectly with this apple. And we get the music like we did something, good. This is the end of chapter 2, I believe. Perfect. Excellent. So far, so good. Yeah, if you guys want to see more puzzle games, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. All right, so now it's on to chapter 3, which is the yellow fruit. And this scene changed right here. Let's concentrate on the war-torn area. So this is while the war is going on. All right, so what do we got here? What's he studying? Studying dragons, birds, and berries. Oh, he's looking at the moth and the flame. So yeah, moth to a flame, and that's what we're interested in right now. Oh, we don't have any light, so how are we going to study, without a light? We do have this area still lit up, so I assume correctly that, this area is going to be important in the next scene. We already solved the 2 pictures in the chair, so I got to take it right here. And most likely it's going to be one of these. I assume it's going to be this one, but let's just see what we can play with here. Okay, so there we go. We got the bright light, the North Star, whatever you want to call it. I can't click into it, so let me just see if I can frame it. And I can. And now we have light in the room, which is great, because it's the next, it opens up, this area's already been in, but it opens up the mirror here. Alright, so going into the mirror, I assume it's a mirror, not a window. It must be a mirror. We're seeing something similar with this shelf here, and this shelf and the wallpaper. It looks like the same room. So let's, first it's getting us to look at that, which I can't go any further in, so let's just back out. So we have that option later. And then, yeah, so 2 sides of a shelf is what we're looking at here. And now I assume we need to balance it in some way. Okay, here we go. So we can frame it, and these 2 guys are the same, yeah. So we got screws and a cloud going into the circle, and then we have this thing that, just zoom out for a second. We have a cloud again, and some box. So let's just frame that and see what we got here. So now, yeah, it should, because rocks are heavier than a cloud, tilt it the other way. And now that we really, what we're doing there is we're taking this light and putting it on the right hand side. And if it serves me correctly, we can take this and frame the light to turn it on in the room, bringing the moth back onto. All right, so now we got the moth in the action. We can zoom into the wing, and here you're gonna be able to play with the wing and frame a new scene. So still on the moth on top, but now we have this new scene on the bottom right, which, yeah, step forward, pointing to this building or somewhere over here. Can't click into the building here, so let's just stay with the moth scene. see what's at. Now we got light in the room, so he can actually study some more, which is great. So he's reading about this guy. Okay, so these two scenes seem to relate very well together. So let me just actually pull this up here, because it looks like, yeah, the grass kind of goes together, and the railing in the back, and the two guys pointing. All seems to work well. And that's a theme you're going to see throughout this game, is things connecting to one another in three or four different ways. So you zoom back out, and he's going to study a little bit more. What are we looking for here? Okay, so now we have the star pattern. What's going on here? Oh, and we can move this around. So we have a moon, that star, which is a theme throughout this game. I think we can, yeah, we can. Now he's studying the North Star, which is great. So we're a step forward, and we're able to move over here now. Okay. Over here, what are we seeing? So we're seeing, you know, the horse, which we're seeing here, an angel, the light, the rocks. I can actually click on here. So let me just, okay. So the bomb or whatever is breaking, breaking the laws. Okay, so I have two options here, and I also seeing that these bands seem to be, you know, they look the same. So let me just see if I can do something with this. There we go. And then zoom out, and I'm seeing that these two red and green kind of go together. So let's, yeah, and it works out perfectly. And I'm also seeing there's another one down here. So let me see if there's one more thing we can do here. Oh, and there is. Perfect, right there. And what this is going to do is this rock should, yeah, bounce off that, hit that, and now we're freeing that moth, which is what we want. I see we have a light here without a light in it, and I assume that's the next spot that we're going to have to do, pretty sure, because we're now in this new room. All right, so we got meteor shower hitting some sort of, looks like a mosque or something. Go back over here. Try to remember what's next. Oh, here we go. So we were actually in the right spot. We're gonna use this light here to light up this lamp, which, as I said before, yeah, common theme. So now we're gonna bring the moth to the light and get to settle down, and I'm gonna look at his wing again. All right, so looking at the wing, and then removing the wing off, and we're getting this new scene on the bottom, which looks familiar to where we were. I believe it was this one. If we pull back and we see what we were, you know, putting a scene beside it before. So let's keep pulling back until we get to, yeah, this area here, get to our guy. And then the leaves you can see match up, slash the railing or whatever this is. And we got him going somewhere new. All right, so onwards and upwards towards the yellow fruit. Surprised we can still use this scene. So he's thinking about filling the bowl up with fruit. I don't know. Oh, and now he's looks like a little older and studying about the Gorogoa, I assume, or the fruit, one or the other. Let's find out in a second. Okay. So, oh, time, and then yeah, it makes the star light up, so whatever that is, right? Let me just see if I can get in here. We have a pressure gauge of sorts. Oh, and I can move this, and his thoughts, instead of being square, now we're in this new scene. With a time, okay. So this time is going to have to be somewhat similar to what that guy was just thinking about, the time and how the star lights up with the game there. Yeah, here we go. This guy right here. Alright, so blue's down there, red's there. That's how you get the time. So, how do we do that? So there's your red right there. Move the frame, we're in a new scene down here. So let's see what takes us. That's a compass. Oh, yes. And then you got a globe right here, and then a moth with a light. Oh, this guy's just going to sleep. Moth with a light without a light in it. This is a magnet. So what this is saying is this is a compass, this is a magnet. When you put those two together, it's going to down. And that was what it looked like in the scene before. So let's take that and let's frame it in this other scene. And now it's stuck. So wherever I move the magnet, it's not going to change it. So I can still be in the scene and move around a little bit. Not sure if I do or not, but let's go to the right. Oh, yes. Okay. So we have this thing. And this is, it really gets you focused in on, what the heat is doing to the bottom of this pot, and where have we seen, the colors, the shape before. And it's heating this up a little bit until we get to where we want this red thing to be. And now that we have the gauge where it wants to be, we can hopefully put these two together. See, okay, yep. I just gotta be layered the right way. And now we have, okay, a new scene. It's dusk or whatever, and the stars showed up, which is great. So a step forward, and now we have a light. And if we remember from earlier beside the globe, there's a light beside the moth here. So let's, this is something that we've seen before in this game. The moth goes in, and then we go into its wing, and we're a little bit further, and we got a new scene for the yellow fruit. Which is great. And we know where the scene goes now, right? Because we've done this a couple of times. We're gonna go back to the garden and find our guy. There he is. And onwards and upwards. That's a kind of statue there. Alright, so what are we looking at? This guy's ready to catch a fruit. He's looking at this leaf here, which is going to use a star to become the yellow fruit. Nice. Okay, great. So we're on our way here, folks. This guy I know is ecstatic as our deal. Alright, so onwards, upwards. Let's see where this guy goes. He's going back. Oh, and then there's a new door. So this is chapter 4 now. Getting the blue fruit. Hope you enjoyed so far. And like, follow, share. Hope you enjoy. And if there's any games that you guys want to see, let me know. Of course. I'll try to bring them to you. Alright, so we have this scene outside the window. This guy's still taking a nap because studying is hard. And he's dreaming about falling. Which, I don't know if anyone else has had that dream before. It's a little bit scary, but you'll be safe when you wake up. Okay, and we have this new scene. This guy by the window. I don't know if he's asleep or not, but he's dreaming about or thinking about the Gorogoa. Oh, okay. He's looking for it. He can't, in the city, you can't see it. But we do have a new frame, and we have him all of a sudden. Okay, so what do we got? We got some sort of dragon horse with a candle. I don't know what that is. A Gorogoa dragon with a pot of some sort. And okay, so this one looks promising because it's one out, and that's a bell with a maze. But let's just take this guy because it's different and looks useful. And I can actually still click right inside. Alright, and we've seen this before with a stair. Let's see what's going on here. So we got, 5 pictures. And it's this guy in the hospital, and then got a layer on this map. This guy in crutches during war-torn times. This guy with a cane, so it looks like he's getting better. This guy reading right here, so it's probably that guy. And then this guy is an old man. Okay, and that's how it goes. It goes around this way. So what we got to focus on is the first one that we're seeing here, and it allows me to click here. And this guy's thinking about a stair that goes upwards. So how can we get him up into the other one? We put this layer on top, and we are halfway home. And then to get him in that other picture frame, we move it back, and we're laughing because now we're on step 2. And the Gorogoa is changing day to night. This guy is now taking actions. Okay, so let's just see what happened. What happened here? Sorry. So here we now have a framed. I don't know, a gear of some sort. And on here we have this moss being released. We have a bell and sand and some kind of ruins in the back. A sword and some kind of bird. We just came. What's next? Let's just see what's going on here. So we have this worn, torn guy. Okay. And we have this, and I can't really move it around. Okay. This guy's looking for a place to go, and let's just see what the next scene is, just to see if it's going to help us. Okay, so it's going to be some sort of gateway or doorway through. It might be this right here, but he seems to want to be going over my noses right now, so let's just see what else there is around here. We've got 3 books. One with a garden, one with a bell, which we've seen before in the bottom left here. And something weird happening with the plant. Okay. Let me just focus in on this one because I'm seeing a theme here. Okay, yeah. You know, there's the bell, there's the candle, and there's the ladle, I guess we can call it. And it looks like we can click it in on each of these, yeah. Which, you know, the 4 is the green. Let's start with the bell because we've seen that twice right now. Got a little bit closer, and now it's saying we can go up. Alright, we found a seat. Let's see what this guy's doing here. Alright. So ringing the bell, eh? Oh, and actually by going in here, the middle border actually disappeared. So putting these two together changes the scene. And you're seeing the sun rotate at the top there, which means to me that these guys are in the wrong position and that needs to go there. Perfect. And you're seeing the green line up and the sun. So this is going to rotate this. The question is, what do we need for this to work, right? Probably not that. Maybe the next thing. Let's see. Okay. That looks like it might go together. Let's just give it a shot here. No. Alright, so you're seeing the pattern right here, and the pattern right here, and how it's either you're coming in from the top, so this is 90 degrees, or it's, 540 degrees. Let's wait until this turns and is back over here. So we actually have a little bit of time, I think. I think it needs to go where my mouse is, if I'm not incorrect. So we're waiting for the pattern that's back here, or the pattern that's right here, to line up with this pattern here. I don't think that's up. Let's just check it real quick. No, definitely not. Okay. Oh no, and I missed the next one. I'll wait till the lines again. Alright, so we're on the right track. Yeah, for those of you that have never played this game, I would recommend playing it. It's nice. It's a fun game. It's pretty challenging. I got stuck once or twice for sure, and I think it's well done, well put together, and very, it's artistic. It looks nice, looks great. So if you're into all that, and you like challenging your brain with puzzles and games and thinking outside the box, this game definitely is for you. Sorry, let's sneeze. All right, here we go. I think we got a winner now. All right, yep, and we're good. And now he's looking for a door, and we remember we discussed there was a situation where we needed a door. One of the next steps, let's just zoom out of there whenever it lets me. It's doing an action, so you can't really do anything. It's doing an action. Where was that door? Was it here? No, it was here. Yes. So we're going into the next picture. That's what it is. And once he's in, good. Pull it off and. New picture / new scene, and yeah, we saw that this guy's gonna turn it to night, meaning that we're good. Oh, and it changes to the to a rose window. So what do we got? This is the one we came from with 2 people with light. This person's worshipping lights upside down. And to the left we have the blue symbol that we're seeing here. So this might be important. And then light with trumpet of some sort. Let me just zoom in here. And yeah, you can get in there. Okay, so what do we got? Got hands. This guy's doing a handstand. We got stairs. 2 doors. Okay, cool. So what's next? Next is, let's see what this guy's going. So right now he's waiting for a door. He needs to go up. So this right here is going to apply, but it needs to be turned. So how do we turn it? How do we turn it? Let's go into the green one next. So we're going to go into the green themed areas here. And this is saying let's go down. Let's see. Alright, so everything's green except for this one purple thing, and we can actually click on that, which looks like it's going to fit this area here, which it does. So as soon as it stops, I'm going to place the rose window on top of it. And then what we're looking for is this to be the right way to get from here to here, right? So let's see if that one's going to work. There we go. So you got to pull it off and then go into the scene itself. Looks like it's going to line up. Then you try it. And Buddy's like, nah, I can't make that jump. So he goes back. And you got to say, okay, you know what? How else will solve this? And when you're looking at this, this guy's doing a handstand. It's maybe there's a different way to look at it. Let's see if I can make this in time. So if this is reversed and it's upside down, like if it's down here, maybe that's the way we want it. You know? It might take 1 or 2 or 3 tries to get it there, but if you wait long enough, it'll change up how you see the picture. Imagine how it works with this, which I think right now it's good. So now it's upside down from what we saw before. And if we zoom in on that, the roof is actually a stair that this guy can actually climb up, which is great. And we're on our way here. Now, I'm just going to zoom out of there because I don't need it anymore. And then pulling this off, we're in the new frame. 1 step closer, this guy's probably going to turn into night, which he does. All makes sense. All right. And now we're looking at candle ceremony of some sort. This nice blue, that's nice. Sorry. So a fish and a lamb being maybe sacrificed. Kind of dark. Painted moon. Star actually. And then, so we have a symbol here. This guy bathing himself with a ladle in the water. Okay, so this is we can click on here. All right, so what are we seeing? We're seeing this grotesque thing. Okay, this looks like it needs to turn right. Stairs with the blue. So let's keep that in mind for later. Let's just see what else we got. So we've already been through this book, and we did see blue over here. That looks like that. Okay, great. This we can move around. We can start framing things. So we'll probably need that. Oh, it's a plate. And there we go. So those two match up perfectly. And it looked like it's going to be some sort of gear. Let's just see what's happening with that flame. Oh, and we've seen this before. And inside this thing, get inside again. So this right here needs to turn to right, be able to line up with that picture here with these blue. So you know what that means. We got to put that. Oops. Zoom out to the correct area and put it on top. Then see what this ladle here with the mountain, where that gets us, right? So it's going to the right. And we got this guy. So he's going to go for a walk up the mountain. Okay. And now I can take this, and it's framing something, which it's framing the gears, and then yeah, the steps are going to turn around. So if we're watching the one that we wanted to turn, we want this one to be, I believe, north. I can't remember now. But let's just stop it there. Let's take that off, and then zoom into the picture that we can change up the look of. And yeah, I think we're good now. So let's put that down there. This guy there. These two line up and connect together. Buddy's off into a new scene. Maybe new frame, I forgot. Let's zoom out of this frame and then zoom into the next one. Oh, so it's the last frame for blue. So we are getting there. This looks very familiar to this scene. So let's just switch those and we're good. Perfect. And the blue fruit is now ours. And yeah, onto a new chapter in a second. Wait, so there's no actions I can take. Let me just get out of this guy real quick. That's done all that. All right. And where to start? Let's start with the top left. So this guy, those three things are solved, so we can get out of there, I think. Okay, so this guy's still dreaming about falling or thinking about falling for whatever reason. He looks kind of sad. Okay, poor guy. Let's see where this takes us. So now we can go right for the first time. And it looks like this calendar is highlighting up. And we got a Gorogoa date circled, as well as a skeleton with rings on it. Okay, now we got this gold circle that we can work with if we need it. Let's see where it falls in. We've done all 3 books, so let's zoom out again. There's nothing up here. Alright, so we have the old man. And he's doing some sort of collaging. Oh, he's trying to piece together memories, I guess, of Gorogoa and how he got here. I guess. Alright, so there's nothing I can click on here, so let's zoom out again. Goes gold and looks up. I can go back in there, but that doesn't feel like not in there. So let me just see what this one is. So this was the plate, right? which is now smashed. And you got the old guy thinking about the smash plate on a subway platform. Cool. Alright, so new scene. That's great. And we can go left and we can reverse. So we got a doorway in, which actually lines up with this guy. And now we're on the subway. Alright. So this is the this is looking for another fruit. Purple one, I believe. And the old guy's gone, yeah, he's looking for the purple fruit. So this is the next chapter, obviously. And what you're seeing is, oh, the train schedule, how to get there, and I can actually get into there. And now I can, yeah, rip this off. And we're actually at the station, the purple station, where we want to be soon. And the train's gonna come here at some point. I'm gonna leave this scene for a second, go back to this one, pull back a little bit. Okay, now our guy's gone. There's something might be there, but we can't see right now because this is happening. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now he wants to get on. It's the stop sign. It's a coin receptacle. So how do you make a coin? Take that on there, and all of a sudden, bingo bango, you got a coin. And you're in. And now we're traveling, I believe, to this place. Possibly. So this just opened up here. Oh, and there we are. Okay. Now because this is a ring here, we're gonna need to get to purple. That's the goal, right? How do you get there? And the question is, if you look on the single left, what you can manipulate is, you know, this track right here. Is there a way that you can make this train go somewhere else on the track? So when it comes here, it's going to actually turn around and start taking the green, which is towards the purple, which is where we want to go. Perfect. Exactly. Okay. And then we can zoom out of this one because we've used it. And if you go back to the platform, maybe we'll be showing up in 2 or 3 stops time. With any luck. Yeah, so fun game, you know, really gets you thinking outside the box and trying to match things and paying attention to the scenes. I think it's really well drawn as well. So, you know, if you like this kind of game, you'll probably, if you like puzzle games that are well done, you'll enjoy this. I think it's definitely a fun game. All right, so we're at the purple stop train station now, and he's looking at this hand shard thing. We've already used this. Let me just go back to where it is. So now he's looking at, there's a train track behind here, and then through the window we have this building, and then we have the purple food. And that's where we want to go. Gorogoa shows up, we're on our way here. Question is, how do we get up to the tower? Probably through this door, right? First, we gotta get past this wall. Oh, and how do we do that? So he's thinking about, yeah, you're stranded outside a wall, so what do you do, right? So let's see here. And the quilt. And only certain things, you know, that you can click on. This guy pointing right, pointing left. Sorry, yeah, and then up, right? Other ones, they don't really highlight, so those are your 3 options. And it's basically, which way do you want it? Let's just remember here. Okay, yeah, so you can frame it like that. And you call it, and then it's like, okay, so I'll do that action. Up, left, right, whatever you want to do. So he's walking left, and I'm going to go over there, and he's like, why are you putting me over here? Because there's nothing here for me, right? So it's good that we can do actions, but there's something else missing that we got to do. And that is, because now we're reset. That is, use this map to work with the scene that we just see there, which right here, if you look at, and you line them up side by side, there goes the border, and now we can take this off, oops, and make him go left, and it's a new area for him to end up. So now he's going to go in with the scene. Perfect. And you can see that because, you know, the string really helps, plus, you know, obviously this, but colors and everything. And now he's thinking about scissors. All right, so we have a thread and a paper. So zoom into his thoughts, and we got a new frame that we can work with. And it's again left, right, and, oh sorry, left, right, and down this time. What else we have? We have this, and that purple symbol above is like we want to get through here, and that's the way through this wall. So what do we got? We got the tracks. We got this. How do you go in here? So we got a spiral and a train track or ladder, whatever you want to call it. In this area. So how do you get in here if you can't? So what we got to do is we got to find a paper on sorry, something to line up with that paper trail that we just saw around there. Let me just zoom out here. Left here. Because I need something. All right. Like we need something right here, I think, if we're going to take this guy left, and there is a way to do it if we struggle through the puzzle a little bit. Alright, so if anyone has any thoughts out there, feel free to post and so, because you know, there's always a moment in a puzzle game where it's like, heck, that was right. So I can go left, right. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. So the door that we just saw here, got paper right there, and look how those scenes line up perfectly. You know. And we're gonna get them to go left because that'll put us to the door. The small door now all of a sudden becomes easily accessible with the right frame. Well done. I like this one. Zoom out. Okay, go with that. Zoom out here, and now we're past the wall, so we can actually go into this house garden here. And then here's our guy right here, who's now shrunk because he had to go through that small door, right? And now, because he's so small, he can't get into the big door to the left, which is where the fruit is to get up to the tower. So he's thinking how to use a spiral and space and time and gravity to, you know, get big. Okay, so we're saying that we can climb up. In this red track we have seen. So we can put it above. Let's just think. Oh, we'll zoom in there. Okay, now we're in some sort of bedroom. We got some cool drawings, and then we got 3 directions again that we can click on. So it's the same thing, left, right, up. Let's go up because we were just looking at a ladder that, you know, oops, it's ripped the right way. That we can actually see what's up happening above. Because this ladder is red and yellow, it almost wants you to put it like right there. But if we hold off a second and we look up, now he's reached the top, so he's okay. What do I do? Go back down, then you match up the ladders, and now all of a sudden he's on that train map that we're looking at, which means we can now manipulate this scene. And then where have we seen this yellow trellis / ladder before? We've seen in this scene. Give him somewhere to go down to, and all of a sudden, like that, he's bigger. So now he's big enough to go into that door. Any luck? Yes. All right. So now, onwards and upwards, and we have the purple fruit. I think. There we go. Reach out and grab it, and you got it. One step closer. Oh, so we got all 5 now. Great. Excellent. So we're almost there now. So what's this guy thinking about? He's thinking about those guys. Perfect. Now we got all 5. Almost there. Should be good. Interesting. It's almost like you put it together and you lose like power, and it's like, okay, there's still a trial that you need to go through to get there because you can't just give it to you. This guy's like devastated by that news. Yes. Oh, and we're back to falling. It took so long to get there, now all of a sudden it's all gone. Well, at least we didn't hit the ground too hard. Or did we? And now that we're in a wheelchair, we're looking at the broke down scene of this place that we solved that puzzle from, right? In the war-torn area that's now being built up. Okay, so we're moving to the future, and now he's getting older, right? And he's still got the cane from the walk, but time passes. And he's still thinking about how we once solved it, but there still is broken. Late fruit bowl. Okay, so we can zoom into each one of these 5 things. Let's start with the first one. And then pulling this frame off of that, we can get into a new scene, which is this guy in the wheelchair, which is so back in time when this guy's in the wheelchair, so we just fell, I guess. What do we do? Oh, and we could pull the frame off that, and we have one more scene that we can work with. So we're back in the house. And then going through the door, taking left, we see this guy, this initial scene where he's studying the Gorogoa, and then it keeps on flipping, and to find the red fruit. So we find the red fruit. And now, because it's in the same location as this, now we got this guy thinking about the red fruit. If we zoom in one more time, frame it the right way, you've got the red fruit. And it's become, colorized in this scene. So let's try it for the second one. Pull this guy off, just like before. And we got the worn-torn, the guy's on crutches. Let's pull that frame off, and we have this new scene here, which, if we zoom in, we're gonna get the green fruit. So we got the green tree, which is what this guy's gonna be thinking about in a second. And then we zoom in one more time, frame it the right way. Boom, we got the green fruit. All right, onwards. Let's pull off the frame. Zoom out, so we got this guy studying again, pull that frame off, and then we got the star, oops, which doesn't work. Let me just pull this back a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, so we got the moth to a flame kind of thing going on, which is what this is, and this guy just lit up, so it'll take a second, and this moth will go up there, and got the Milky Way in the back. Light it on fire, because that's what moths do. And then it looks like we're gonna have some sort of yellow fruit thing going on. Just go back to this guy, frame it the right way, zoom in, frame it one more time. We got the yellow fruit. Awesome. Okay, so next, pull off the frame. So we got this guy being all sad. We got the blue fruit, but how to get there? So we got the sun. Okay. Huh. And we have, what else do we have? I don't think we have anything else to work with here. So we've got the sun. So we got this. Okay. So I really want to take this and turn it around, but I don't know exactly how to do that. So yeah, if anybody's out there and you want to get this done, let me know. Because this one's actually kind of challenging. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Alright, so we want this to turn somehow. So I need some sort of gear, like this clock here, which doesn't work. I can frame this. Or I can go back. But this is me going back, right? I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. But there might be another way to do this. Oh, there we go. New frame. That's how it is. Alright. What do we have? We have a sun. This guy walking. We frame this guy walking. Will it work like a hamster wheel? Let's find out. It does. And then we wait until this frames up somewhere where we want it to be. Like right there. Then we capture it. Zoom in. Capture it again. And we got the blue. That one was tricky. A little tricky. Double frame threw me for a loop. Alright, so we're back with the old guy. And let's see what he's thinking. So he's doing his collage. And and I can move this around. So we got coral, a bunch of things going on, but we do recognize the space thing. Yep, and we can click in, and now we're in that bedroom that we saw before with the directions and the bed and those drawings. But this is actually new, so let's go in there. I don't think we have the red fruit yet, or maybe we do. Okay, so we're back actually at a quilt. Yes, there's the purple thing. So we take the purple fruit, we frame it the right way, we zoom in, frame it again the right way. You got the purple fruit. And I feel like that could be the bowl comes together, all the fruit into one. Old man, all right. And awesome, I think we're good. Great. We solved Gorogoa. Congratulations, thanks for following along. Yeah, if you want more, like, follow, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Hope you enjoyed.